So many times I've tried to keep the writer from coming out. But tonight...
He's coming.
Ghost Rider is an unconventional character, so I did want to experiment with an unconventional process as to how I was going to play him.
I'm not afraid of you.
You should be. This gave me an opportunity to really explore my imagination and find an infinite number of possibilities about movement and how I can present this spirit from another dimension and have him be kind of like a bad dream. Plus I have some personal issues I'd kind of like to get fixed. In the film, Idris Elba, who plays an alcoholic monk, recruits John Blaze because he knows full and well that he's the Ghost Rider and he needs his abilities to get Danny Ketch, who is the devil's son, and to bring that boy to a monastery in Turkey to get him exorcised because there's going to be a world power shift. So, that happened.
The legend of the vampire has been told for centuries, capturing the dark shadows of our imagination and inspiring filmmakers and actors to breathe new life into the undead. But there's never been a vampire like Barnabas Collins.
What is this? Some spectre approaches.
Have at me, Lucifer. My soul is prepared.
I'd always been sort of attracted to horror films and things like that, even as a very young kid. I said, Tim, we should do a vampire movie together.
My name is Barnabas Collins. 2 centuries ago, I made Collinwood my home,
My love.
until a jealous witch cursed me, condemning me to the shadows.
What have you done?
For all time.
I could see right away that he had a passion for it.
Nosferatu with Max Schreck was one of my favorites. Dracula, of course, with Bela Lugosi.
Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney.
Christopher Lee certainly is one of the greats.
It was a real treat getting to work with Christopher. I mean, the guy's a legend.
Barnabas Collins.
Collins? Why does a Collins want to talk to me?
One of my favorite moments I've ever been able to experience in a film was I got to hypnotize Dracula. I got to hypnotize Christopher Lee. Look into my eyes and deliver me your innermost thoughts. He was, you know, the great Dracula.
You have been chosen.
Welcome home, Barnabas Collins.
Surely you are aware of the darkness that has plagued our family.
He was a very reluctant vampire.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot imagine how thirsty I am. For Barnabas, everywhere I searched character-wise, I kept coming back to Jonathan Frid. He really did something beautiful with that character on the Dark Shadows series back in the 60s and early 70s.
Have there been others like myself?
No, you're the only one I've encountered.
If you look closely during the ball, there's the original cast members from the show, including Jonathan Frid, the original Barnabas. They walk through the door as guests.
Welcome to Collinwood. There's great humor in it, but great humor that comes out of very serious issues.
I simply seek advice on the art of courting a woman of this time.
You obviously mean Vicky.
She has the most fertile, birthing hips I have ever laid eyes upon.
You're weird.
Do you really think so?
About tapping into vampires, witches, ghosts. The reason they're powerful because we all kind of experience those feelings on some level.
If a man can become a monster, then a monster can become a man.
It's something that remains in our popular culture because it's strangely part of our everyday lives.
I see that you have grown desperate enough to sell off the family silverware.
How could you tell? These are exact replicas.
Had this fork been real silver, my hand would have burst into flames upon its slightest touch.
Is he for real?
Baby,
Welcome to this Istanbul press conference for Skyfall. Let me introduce you to the cast and filmmakers. That's Ola Rapez, Berenice Marlowe, Naomi Harris, our director Sam Mendes, Daniel Craig, Michael G. Wilson, and Barbara Broccoli.
We're having a wonderful time thus far. We wanted to be here because it is the most magnificent place. It's an incredible city. And obviously the goal is, in a very short sequence, relatively short sequence in the movie, to try to capture the essence of the country, both old and new, both its traditions, but also its modernity. And I think that's what you have here in Istanbul, is that it's a ever-changing, evolving city, and we're very much trying to capture the city as it is now.
It's my second time here in Istanbul. I was here about 15 years ago, so many things have changed. The traffic, one of them, but it's a real privilege, it's an honor to be here. Barnabas has a close relationship with Istanbul. The welcome we've received has just been overwhelming here, and I'm really looking forward. We won't get much chance, but to get a look around Istanbul and spend some time.
It's been fantastic. I mean, filming at the Grand Bazaar is such a wonderful location, and the warmth of the Turkish people as well. It's been an extraordinary experience. And also, you know, we've filmed as well for a month in Adana, so we've been in Turkey quite some time, actually, and it's all been fantastic.
We're very, very privileged to have them. They're really serious actresses who are really stamping their mark on this film. It's been a joy working with both of them, and hopefully there'll be some humor in the relationships, but also some real tension as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they've done.
And in the interest of equality, Berenice, working with Daniel?
It's extraordinary because for me to be in front of him, because first of all he's extremely talented. It has a wonderful sense of humor and amazing personality. So this is just that was just amazing.
Oh, I'd say the same. You know, I think. What more can I add to that? I can't.
We love you, Daniel.